Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because, well, we are about to unravel a truly incredible cosmic mystery. Today, we're looking at something that fundamentally changes how we view our place in the universe. We're talking about a visitor, not from our neighborhood, not from the outer reaches of our own solar system, but from the deep, dark expanse of interstellar space.
Now I want you to just pause for a second. What if a messenger from another star actually visited us? Picture this, a massive chunk of ancient material that's been traveling across the vastness of the Milky Way for literally billions of years. It silently passed through the void, maybe even brushing past countless other star systems, just to briefly zip right through ours. It's almost impossible to wrap your head around that kind of journey, right? But here's the kicker, this isn't science fiction. This actually happened. Okay, let's dive into this. Part 1. The ultimate cosmic visitor. So this momentous event happened just recently, on July 1, 2025. A telescope belonging to the Atlas Survey, which is perched way up in Rio Hurtado, Chile, spotted something moving against the backdrop of the stars. Now, at first glance, it probably looked like just another blip on the radar. But out of all the millions of objects we track, astronomers quickly realized this was only the third confirmed interstellar object we've ever detected. I mean, that makes it one of the most exciting astronomical discoveries in recent years, for sure.
Moving right along to part 2, decoding the name. You know, astronomers actually have a very logical naming system for these things. The 3 simply means it's the third confirmed interstellar object ever found. The I stands for interstellar, meaning it formed around a completely different distant star before being violently ejected into the abyss of interstellar space. And Atlas? Well, that's just the name of the survey telescope, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Blast Alert System that first spotted it. It's a super practical name, but man, it carries some profound meaning. Let's look at the timeline and see how this builds, because 3I/Atlas is joining a highly exclusive club. Back in 2017, we had our very first interstellar visitor, 1I/Oumuamua, which famously had that bizarre, elongated, cigar-like shape. Then in 2019, along came 2I/Borisov, our first confirmed interstellar comet. And now in 2025, 3I/Atlas completes this trio. It's crazy to think about, but in less than a decade, our awareness of these galactic travelers has completely transformed.
Which brings us to part 3, comet or asteroid.
Whenever a new object is spotted, a massive scientific investigation kicks off to figure out what it actually is. What's really interesting here is the contrast. A standard dormant asteroid, that would just be a dark rock tumbling through space. But as astronomers trained their telescopes on 3I/Atlas, they saw something vastly different. They saw a glowing coma, a cloud of gas and dust, and a distinct developing tail. Basically, as it approached the warmth of our sun, it actively started releasing ice and dust. This definitively proved that 3I/Atlas is an active comet, not some rocky asteroid. It is essentially a giant, dirty snowball from another star system reacting to our sun's heat for the very first time. How cool is that?
Okay, but before we get too lost in the romance of the stars, we kind of have to address the obvious elephant in the room. Whenever we talk about a massive, high-speed space object hurtling into our solar system, we have to ask the big question, will it hit Earth? Let me ease your mind right now. The answer is a resounding, definitive no. We are absolutely safe. NASA confirmed that its closest approach to Earth was 270 million kilometers away. To put that massive number into perspective, that's almost enough distance to go back and forth to the sun. It's 1.8 times the distance between the Earth and the sun. So while it was close enough for our most powerful telescopes to get a phenomenal look at it, it was safely far, far away from our home planet.
Now for the really good stuff. Part 4, Secrets from Another Star. Think about this. Everything we interact with, the Earth, the Moon, Mars, the comets in our own asteroid belt, they all formed from the exact same primordial cloud of gas and dust around our sun. But 3I/Atlas holds secrets from another star entirely. And here is where it gets mind-blowing. Recent research suggests that this comet could be anywhere from 10 to 12 billion years old. Our entire solar system is only about 4.6 billion years old. If these estimates hold up, 3I/Atlas was forming when the universe itself was incredibly young. It makes this comet literally one of the oldest objects we have ever observed within our solar system. Naturally, we pointed our absolute best equipment right at it. The Hubble Space Telescope and the James Webb Space Telescope went to work, and their discoveries? Absolutely brilliant. They analyzed the dusty coma and found highly unusual isotopic signatures.
Basically, chemical fingerprints that prove this object was forged in an environment completely alien to our own solar system. And even more impressively, they detected organic molecules containing carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. Those are the fundamental building blocks of chemistry, preserved in a deep freeze from a totally different corner of the galaxy. So, the crucial point is this. We aren't just looking at a dot of light in a telescope. This is a natural sample from another solar system, delivered right to our doorstep. Scientists are beyond thrilled, and you can see why. They get to study ancient ice and planetary formation materials from a completely different stellar environment, and they get to do the whole shebang without ever leaving Earth. It's like a free delivery service from the cosmos. But all good things must come to an end. Part 5, a one-way ticket. There's honestly a bit of a melancholy beauty to this event, because this delivery, it's only temporary. 3I/Atlas is on a strict hyperbolic orbit. Now, in simple terms, that means it's on an unbound, open-ended trajectory. Because it's racing through space at tens of kilometers per second, it is moving way too fast for the sun's gravity to capture it. It swooped in, gave us a spectacular show, and now it's slingshotting back out into the dark. It will disappear into interstellar space, and, well, it's never ever returning. I love this quote from the research, and I think it perfectly captures the gravitas of what we've witnessed. 3I/Atlas is more than just a comet. It is a messenger from another star. It's a profound reminder that our solar system isn't just some isolated bubble. We are part of a vast, dynamic, and interconnected Milky Way galaxy, where materials are being swapped, tossed, and traded across the light years over billions of years. Which leaves us with this final, thrilling thought. If we've managed to find 3 of these visitors in less than a decade, what else is out there? What other ancient travelers are occasionally passing by in the dark, carrying secrets from worlds we've never even seen? As our future observatories become even more powerful, we are going to uncover so many more of these once-in-a-generation visitors. The universe is literally coming to us, and we are just finally learning how to open the door. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep looking up, and I'll catch you in the next one.